Exposing what the narcissist will do when you're not with them. Thank you for clicking this video. Please join me today as I welcome you to yet another Narcissist Exposed episode. Narcissists believe they're royalty and should be treated as such, while in reality, they're destitute. Narcissists develop an air of superiority and a sense of entitlement in order to shield themselves from the feeling of guilt and self-reflection. As a result, they don't have to feel horrible about themselves for making a mistake. They target those they believe they can influence. If you don't see through their ruse, they won't stop telling you how great you are, love-bombing you with nice words and smiles to gain your trust. The tearing of the mask signifies the start of the devaluation stage. Their sense of empowerment and self-esteem is boosted by the experience of putting you to your knees. What used to be so awesome about you has suddenly become a thing of the past. Now they'll only ridicule you for what you've done. So, what does it mean when a narcissist wants to be alone? This is the topic that I want to discuss today. This is something that narcissists may say from time to time to their partners, friends, or loved ones. They'd want some alone time, whether it's for reflection or just to clear their heads, so they say. You should know what they mean and what they do when they claim to be alone. When a narcissist says things like this, usually there's something amiss about it. This is due to the fact that narcissistic individuals despise being left alone. They need to talk to other people in order to get their narcissistic supply fix. Because of this, narcissists must exploit others to achieve their aims by manipulating, deceiving, or lying. Whether it's in person, over the phone, or online, this can be done. As long as someone is perceived as a source of supply, narcissists will abuse them non-stop. However, narcissists are easily bored and wish they could spice things up with the addition of a new person or event. It's because of this that they tend to disregard or forget about their closest friends and family members. During this time, the narcissist may no longer respond to your calls, beg for time to distance themselves, or aggressively push you away. It's also possible that they'll quarrel with you regularly, shifting the blame for everything onto you in an effort to make you feel bad for pushing them away, or even agree with them that the two of you need to give each other some room. Narcissists are incredibly brilliant people who know how to achieve what they want without ever disclosing their intentions. Your actions will have consequences regardless of the outcome. And this is true. If the narcissist is allowed to express themselves, anything can happen, and you shouldn't be surprised about that. Starting with the possibility that they may desire seclusion in order to continue their addicted behaviors. Examples of this type of dependency include gambling, pornography, and even sexual activity itself. Their behavior could also be influenced by drugs. Additionally, narcissists may desire more space in order to gain access to another person. Indeed, the narcissist takes great pleasure in searching for and seducing new supply sources. As soon as they've exhausted all their current resources, you can bet that they'll start looking for new ones. Narcissists are notorious for being associated with multiple people at the same time because they must always have alternatives accessible to them. The longer you're talking to them, the more likely it is that they'll find a way to put it off. Narcissists, for once, may also seek alone time so they can retaliate against you. You may have angered them, set boundaries for yourself, or pointed out an unusual habit of theirs, all of which led to this outcome. They all could have contributed to this. Also, they will choose to be unavailable when you need them the most. Rather than being there for you when you need them, they choose to ignore you. One of the reasons is that they're working behind your back, cooking something up to make you pay for what you've done to them, even though it's their mistake in the first place. Narcissists become more aloof when they aim to do harm to another person. They won't approach you until they know exactly how they'll execute their plan, so they won't put themselves in harm's way. As a disguise, they'll come back and pretend to be your best friend. Finally, there's also a possibility that they're going to end their relationship with you permanently and no longer use you. As a result, you're left in a state of limbo as you wait for their return. Soft discard, as I like to phrase it. When you believe them, they make it look like they need to work on themselves, have no idea what to do with their lives, or are depressed. It's because they don't tell you that they prefer another person. They make it like everything is on you, while in reality, they just want to discard you for good. When it comes to spending their free time, narcissists only do what will make them feel good about themselves. Narcissists spend their time alone, doing bad things or focusing on their addictions, as previously stated. This is true even if they pretend to be alone. Someone who can supply extra supplies for the narcissist may be substituted for you, depending on the circumstances. This could be anyone they desire, from an outsider to a relative or even a child. Narcissists are those who solely care about advancing their own interests at the expense of others or gaining power. They devote their entire lives to figuring out how to divert others' focus away from their own problems. That's all I have for today. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you find this video informative. Please share your experience if you've ever been in a relationship with a covert narcissist in the comments section below. For future videos, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and clicking the bell icon below the video. Thank you.